Hey everyone, welcome back to the last episode of freshman year of Beyond the Net. It's very exciting. Made it through an entire year or entire season of volleyball, almost an entire year. We end in I have my last exam in about a week and a half, which is very exciting and very surreal. I feel like the year has gone by so fast, yet so slow at the same time. And so this episode, I'm just gonna talk about kind of my journey, and specifically my journey at the end of the year and how I'm currently feeling about it, and just how crazy it is to be where I am. So I've been thinking about a lot where I was this time last year, because literally yesterday we ended our volleyball season. So I'm officially done with my freshman year of volleyball, which is so crazy to me because I never even thought I would make it to move-in day. I thought I was just gonna have to walk away from volleyball. And it's so surreal to think that I did it and that I accomplished so much by just taking that step. And now I'm here at the end, and I've seen so much success and so much achievement from that, internally. And it's just been such a great time to reflect. I've spent so much time just thinking and sitting in my dorm room, being how did I even get here? I never thought I'd be here right now if you'd asked me a year ago. And when you think about it, a year really isn't that long. It really isn't. Time goes by so fast, which is so crazy. And so I don't feel like a year is that much time. And this time last year, I hadn't even graduated high school yet. I was very sad and very anxious about my next steps, and I couldn't even fathom where I am now. If you had told me last year that I'd be here, I would have probably laughed at you, because that was just so unimaginable for me at that time, that I would have made it this far and that I would have been able to succeed in the ways I have, not necessarily at high achievement rates, but succeed internally and succeed emotionally. I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I just feel so at peace. And that's all I ever wanted. All I ever wanted to feel when I was in some of the worst days of my life was just to feel at peace. And it's so crazy to think that I finally made it after years of struggling. I feel like I can say that I did it, and can say that I am okay now, and that I can start to tell my story, and I can start to help other people feel and understand that they are going to be okay as well. And I think that is that's just such a powerful thing to be able to do. And I'm so grateful that I made it through it so that I can help others do the same thing. That is one of the things that got me through a lot of bad days, was knowing that if you can push through, there will be a moment where you can help others. And I'm just so glad that I'm there now, and I'm so happy that there are times that, yes, I still have bad days, but they're so minuscule compared to the moments of anxiety and depression that I had a year ago. And I just feel so at peace. I just feel so at peace, and it's so amazing to feel like this journey is, this chapter of my book is finally coming to an end, because it wasn't great. And I've been waiting for it to end for so long. And I'm so happy that I get to turn over a new leaf and officially feel like I can start and be just a whole new person on the inside and on the outside, and just be able to be a better teammate, be a better sister, be a better friend because of where I am now. But I will say, I want to spend a majority of this podcast talking about the people that helped me, because I think that people are so important in your life. I think life is about the people you find and the memories you make with the people you love. And for so long, I feel like I missed out on that because I wasn't ready to emotionally feel happiness. Like I just, my brain wasn't ready for that. And I just feel like I missed out on so much, especially in my family. Like my sister, I have an older sister. She has been doing a study abroad all semester. So like as I'm getting up at 5:30 to work out, she's like at the beach in France. And that is humbling because I want to be at the beach in France. But that being said, she has always been like my guiding star. She is just someone I've always looked up to and someone I always wanted to be like. We're not very similar, like at all. People think we look alike, but we're not very similar. But like she left our house at a very hard time to go be a freshman in college. And I can't imagine how difficult that was for her. And I can't imagine how much strength that took, especially to be the first kid in the family to go to college. Like, I'm sure that was really hard as well and very far away from home. And she did it with such poise and strength that it was inspiring, and it was so good for me to see that it's possible and that you can do it. But my whole life, that's been my sister. She's very strong-headed, but she's also a go-getter. Like, she's just a very special person, and I'm so grateful to have her in my life. Like, she, even when she didn't know I was struggling, like, she always made me laugh. She always was good-spirited, but we also are just so much closer now than we were. And I think part of that just comes from, like, us getting older and having the relationship we did. Like, I always looked up to her as a kid, and I still do. And she just turned 21, which is crazy. Like, she's growing up, and it's so weird to get to see her grow up and, like, thrive because she's so independent, and that is so inspiring because I want to say I'm independent, but it's very hard for me to, like, go, like, she went to study abroad this semester, like, and that would be very hard for me to do because that's like a whole 4 or 5 months, like, so far away from home. And I want to say that I can do that, and I want to one day be able to do that, and I know I will. But to see her do it and to see her, like, love what she's doing is so amazing. And it's just, like, I will follow in her footsteps because that's what I want to do. But she's also a very strong person, and she's a protective, and she is just the life of the party in my family, and she has helped me through so much. She's been my number one cheerleader, especially when it comes to volleyball, for so long, even though I know it hurt her a lot at the beginning of my career when I was, like, in high school. But she's always been my number one cheerleader, and I'm so grateful for that, to be able to have someone that I love so much to cheer me on. And so even though she didn't always know my struggles, she always helped without really understanding what she was helping. And she's just very special, and I'm so grateful to have her. And now we're moving down the totem line. So my brother and I could start crying. He's so special. He's just so special. And he's a really great person, and he's graduating high school, and he's growing up. And it makes me very sad because I don't know, I just love him so much. And he's been through so much, and he's so strong, and he's so special to me, and I love him so much. He's just so, I don't know, he's just perfect for starters. He's literally just perfect. Like, he's the best man I will ever meet in my entire life. And despite everything, somehow he's figured out to be such a special person. And I don't think you can find that with everyone. And I'm so proud of him for everything he's done and for, like, the life he has led. Like, he deserves the world, and I wish nothing but that for him. And I feel a lot for him right now because I know it's hard to go through, like, monumental moments in your life without a second parent like graduating high school. But he's just the most amazing person I've ever met. Like, I don't think anyone, for starters, will ever be good enough for him. Like, he deserves so much more than what he has right now, and I hope he knows that. And he's deciding, he's leaving today to go to Indiana, which is so exciting. He's going to visit colleges. Oh, actually, he's not leaving today. He's leaving on Sunday. I forgot what day it was. But he's leaving on Sunday with my mom to go visit colleges, which is so amazing. And I hope he's like deciding between two, but this Indiana is like the only college he hasn't seen yet. And so I think that like once he sees it and like sees what it actually looks like, he's going to be able to like kind of pick. And so that's really exciting. And I think he's ready to get like out of Nashville. He's ready to go see more people, like go kind of like, he's so passionate about whatever he does. So I know like he wants to be in the business school, and Indiana has like one of the best business schools in the country. And so I think he's super excited to do that. And I just, he's going to thrive so much. And he's for sure, he's just so nice. He's really, I don't even know how to explain him. He's so funny too. He's a different funny than my sister though. But him and I, like, I don't know, we're very similar, I feel like. He is like a competitive soccer player. He's not going to play in college, but he could if he wanted to. And he's like, he loves high school soccer, which he's in right now. And he just had his senior night, and he's basically finishing his senior year, even though he doesn't really care about going to school right now, but I'm sure that he's going to miss it when he's not there. But I think that that is amazing, and I'm so excited to be able to go home because his like season doesn't end till May. So I'm really excited to like go home and be able to watch him some more. But watching him, like watching his strength throughout everything we went through as a family was like, it's been amazing. And he's like come out the other side like the most amazing person, and despite everything, despite all the odds, like he's beat every single one, and he helped me so much just by watching him grow and watching his strength. And like this, when I came for my first season, like we didn't get to see each other very much because he was like in club soccer, and obviously I was here in season, so I couldn't leave. So we didn't get to see each other from like July till November. And so that was hard just because it's just like nice to have your whole family together. Like it's just that simple. But I was so excited to see him. He always tells me that I'm still the talk of the town when he's with all of the girls, because he's just such a girl magnet at this point. But being so close in age to him, like we're only a year apart, like we basically experience the same things very close together. And so getting to like watch him grow, especially his senior year, has been so amazing. And like he's just a very inspiring person. Like he's gonna rule the world one day, and I know that. And it's just that simple. Like his most powerful attribute is how much he loves his family. And like that helped me even in moments that he had no idea what he was doing. Like when he would just come sit in my room, like I'm so grateful to have him in my life, and like to be able to watch him grow up and like continue to be an amazing person will probably be one of the best parts of my life. Like, and now that I get to like see him go into college and like go thrive there and make a whole new like part of his life for himself, like I'm so excited for him because he's so excited, and I just think that that is going to be such an amazing part of him growing up and part of his life. And now he has to be a little more independent, which he already is, but because he was the youngest sibling, and like I feel like youngest siblings are already inherently independent, but he gets to like go do his own thing and kind of like step away. And I think he's very excited to just like figure out what that looks like for him, and also to start to like learn what he wants to learn. Like, I think what I figured out in college was like, I like to go to class now because I like what I'm learning about. And I think like in high school, you have so many like annoying classes you have to take. And so it's like not as fun, but I think he's gonna have such a good time in college. Like, I'm so excited for him, and I don't know, I just think it's gonna be amazing. And then we have my mommy. Hey, Mom. My mom is so amazing, and I only cry because she has been through so much, and she deserves the whole world because she's such a strong person, and she's helped me so much, especially this past year, like get through such a hard time in my life and help move me forward in ways that I didn't know I could do. And she's deserves more credit than she'll ever get in life, but I hope she knows like how much her kids love and appreciate the strength that she's shown in the past couple years, and like how she's like held our family together. And like, I never knew. I pushed her away for so long because I was so scared of like the feelings I was having that I didn't want to talk or like express them to anyone. But she never really let me push her all the way away, and like we finally found our relationship this year, and I'm so grateful for that because I love her so much. And she talks to our dog a lot, and she needs more friends. But she's so special, and she has helped me, I think, more than anyone else. And I just hope she knows that, and I hope she knows, like, her children see how strong she's been and how hard it's been for her these past couple of years. And I know that you would never change a thing for it, but I want you to know that we see you, and that through my journey, like, you've helped me so much more than you will ever give yourself credit for. And like, you are the strength of this family and the foundation, and none of us would be where we are without you. And I think it's so important for you to give yourself credit for that, because you're just a person. You're just a girl. You're just a person. But like, it's so special to get to have you as a mom, and to get to like say that you've helped me through my journey, especially this past year, and helped me to get to where I am today. Like, it's amazing to be able to like go home every day and see you and just be with you and be with Coco, and like have to get to be a part of this family. Like, we are so put together now, and we're so happy, and that has to do a lot with you and how strong you've been and how many hardships you've pushed through and gotten to the bottom of because you knew this family needed it. And seeing how strong you've been has made me a stronger person. And I just want you to know that, like, yes, we've been through a lot, but your strength has led all your children to be able to get through it. And I think that that's very special, like, attribute to have. And I think that there's nothing in this world that any of us would trade for that, because we can't change what's happened, but we got the best ending to it I think anyone could ask for. Like, I think all of our relationships with each other has grown so much. I think that we've all experienced a lot of trauma and a lot of hardship, but we've gone through it together, and I think that that's made us so strong, and it's helped me to put so much in life into perspective, because I'm so grateful for like getting to be able to say that I've experienced this with my whole family, and to say that like we've gotten through it and we've gotten to the other side of it, and that's helped me to get to where I am now. Like, I don't think I ever would have been able to make it through this year, and to get to sit here and say like I have finally accomplished what I never thought I could do without the three of you. And so I'm so grateful to, like, my tears are only of happiness and joy and like complete content and peace, and like just an amazement of like how strong I have gotten to be because of the three people in my family. And I'm so grateful for that, and like it makes me so happy to get to like come home in 2 weeks and get to be with everyone, and MC finally comes home, and like I just think that it's so amazing, and I'm so grateful. Like I never would have been able to get here without you and without any of you, and I think that like I know now that I can lean on you guys in my life, and yes, it may take me a long time to like fully do that, but I've gotten so much closer in this past year to accepting help, and like especially from my family and my teammates, and it's definitely gotten me to where I am now, and I'm just so grateful that that is the story I get to tell, and that I will always have the people I love in my life forever. Because like following my family, like my teammates are my like whole life. Like I love all these girls that I get to play with so much. Like they make me so happy. And yes, it's so hard when one or two transfer, and like when we lose a coach or something like that. But like Leandra, my best friend who's been on this podcast, she's gotten me through so much. Honestly, just makes me laugh. Like sometimes all you need is someone to just make you laugh, and she does just that. She puts everything into perspective. Like she's always like, she's not that deep. Like, and it's so amazing. Like to get to spend my first year with someone like her, and to be able to lean on someone like her while I'm in the gym has been so special, because I didn't always have that, and she's such an an older figure for me to be able to look up to, and I'm so grateful for that, because I don't think everyone has that, and I want everyone to have that, because it takes so much weight off your chest when you realize you're doing it with other people. Like through every workout and every freaking lane stadium runs we did, like this team is stronger than ever in my opinion. Like we have lost so many people this past year, and I think that even though it's awful and it sucks, those people are going to do things that are going to make them happy, and that's all we ever want for them. And I think to get to say that I was part of something this strong, and part of like something this powerful that can like make you totally change your perspective on a season, or on like even just something as small as a workout, to changing it to like your mindset to, oh, I can do this because my teammates believe in me. Like I never would have made it through this year without them, just for the sole reason that like they make me happy. They've made my life, like they've turned my life around. Like they've given me a reason to smile when I don't want to. They're always there for me. We spend so much time together. And so I'm so grateful that I actually love the people that I have to spend all this time with. And I just think it's so special to get to say that I created these memories with them, and no matter what changes in the next couple of years, like no one can ever take that away from us. No one can ever take this team chemistry or the team bond we have, because even though we're not perfect and it doesn't always go well, and like we bicker just like any other teenage girl does, like I truly believe that I've never met a stronger group of women in my whole life than my 15 teammates. Like there's nothing more special. And same with the girls in the fall. Like some of those girls transferred, but they still apply. Like those same girls like helped me through the fall and through my first fall and like my freshman season. Like that's so hard. Like being a freshman is so hard because of so many new things. But if you have the right people in your life, like you will make it through, and honestly, you will enjoy it. Like you will find happiness in the smallest things, and like sometimes it's just nice to be sad with everyone. Like when everyone's on the same page, or everyone's upset, or everyone's sad, like happiness isn't the only emotion we all felt together. And I think that that's amazing. Like it just makes me smile, like to know that I was surrounded by such a strong group of women and individuals, and that like we pushed through a lot together, and we will continue to do that, because I don't think anything has ever made us this strong. And I think like to get to do it together is such a gift, and to get to fight together is I'm so grateful. Like I can't even say that word enough. Like I'm so grateful, because they helped me through this year more than I ever thought was possible. Like I am a happier person now because of them, and I just want everyone to know that that is the truth, and that no matter what happens, like the sport is just volleyball, but these people mean so much more. Like, your teammates mean so much more. And I just think, like, the strength that you can learn from other people that aren't necessarily like you makes you a better person. Like, being around people who are different than you makes you a better person, because you learn and gain so much from them, and like so much happiness just from who they are and who they're learning how to be. And I just think it's amazing. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it's hard to say that I wouldn't have wanted a better season, because I would have, but if I was going to go through a hard season, I wouldn't want to do it with any other girls. Like, these girls are amazing, and they've helped me figure this journey out from the second I stepped on campus. Like, the first week when I was having my iron problems, like, and I literally couldn't work out or play or do anything for like 3-4 weeks, like, they were still my best friends and my biggest supporters, and they didn't even know me. And they have no idea, like, how just those small weeks, like, helped me get to where I am now, because they never batted an eye. They never doubted me. They never judged me. They just let me be who I was, and like, they continued to support me. And through the past like 10 months, like, I have been able to benefit from that and been able to learn from that. And like, there's nothing I would change about it, quite honestly. Like, I am the person I am right now because of those people, and because of how their strength helped me be strong, and how like I learned about other people's lives and how they got to where they were, and that made me strong, and that made me want to keep pushing and keep working to who I am now. And understanding that other people had a hard time getting to where they are was also very beneficial for me, like knowing that I wasn't alone, and knowing that I could have the same strength they did, and I can keep pushing. And like, there are so many girls older than me that have shown me the way and have helped me through so much. And like, to be able to say that a year ago I didn't even know those people, that's crazy to me. Like, I have learned so much from them. They've shaped me into who I am today, that like, I wouldn't change it for anything. And I think that that's so amazing. And that helped me to get me to where I am now is this campus. Sometimes I walk through this campus and I look up and it's just so pretty. Like, it's really that simple. And I know it sounds cheesy. I know, like, everyone's like, oh, like, we all have beautiful campuses. Like, no, not like me. It's crazy, like, just walking through campus, and like, sometimes I'll be walking and I'll just be like thinking in my head, like, how did I get here? Like, how am I here right now? And how am I almost done? And it's just like rain or sunshine or clouds, or we got up at 5:30, so most of the time I started my day, it was dark outside. Like, it always prevailed, and it always had beauty. And like, we just did the Remembrance Walk about, I think it was like a week and a half ago, and like, that was amazing. That like, the whole community came together. It was the most people that I've ever done it before, and it was like, the beauty just absolutely shined through and absolutely just showed you what it's like to be a part of something bigger than yourself, bigger than 1,000 people, bigger than anyone. And it's like, it's this campus, because this campus holds stories that none of us know, and it holds so much past, and it holds so many like students and people who've been through so much to get here. And like, every time I walk by someone, I want to ask them, like, how did you get here? Or like, how have you prevailed into who you are today? And I think that being able to say that, and being able to look around and see so much beauty, and so much like the trees are blooming, and the flowers are coming out, and the bushes are so green, and the grass is like, and I know it sounds so cheesy, but like, finding beauty in the little things is so important in life. And like, this campus has taught me that, because it's so beautiful. But when you look even closer, like, you see so much history, and so much like I genuinely feel a part of something when I'm here. And it's not something that I can explain. Like, it's kind of just how it is. And I just feel it every time I walk through campus. Like, I have my earphones in and I'm walking through, and it's such a special culture to be a part of, because it's so different from anything else I've ever done. And like, even the older buildings, when I walk through them or past them, and like, I see they don't look a lot like the rest of the campus, because they're like, were here when the campus was built. And I still think that brings so much beauty to it, because you don't have that everywhere. You don't have like a campus this beautiful everywhere, and like it just shines through. Like in the winter it was beautiful because snow was covering the whole drill field, and like you could just see the snow coming down at night, and it was gorgeous, and like that was beauty. But then we're in the spring now, and the flowers are blooming, the trees are, they're gorgeous, and like people are walking around in shorts, which is amazing. I'm so glad it's getting hot again. And like you just see people laughing and smiling, and like on the drill field when it's hot, like tanning or doing homework, and like it's almost like people's stress just goes away. Like they're finally back in their peaceful, happy moment. And I think that if this campus was ugly and bad to be on, like you wouldn't find that. But you see so much when you walk around campus, like you see so much beauty and so much just power. And I think that that has also gotten me through this past year. Like being able to walk through campus and be in the moment, because it's so beautiful that you can't do anything except for be in the moment. Like, and that is so important for me because I'm so bad at being in the moment. I'm so bad at it. And this campus has helped me because there's beauty in everything around it. Like any place I walk to, I find it so amazing and so beautiful. And there's so much construction going on, and there's so many new faces and so many new people coming to tour. And I just like, I think it's amazing. And I think that the campus has just helped me internalize how small things can be so important in your life, and small things can be so amazing and stunning and help you get through hard days by just, like, I have a teammate who her best part of her day is always how pretty it is outside. And I think that that's so amazing and so like, so just, it's so true. Because like when you walk outside and after you've been in the gym for 3 hours like we have, and you like, it's light and you can barely open your eyes because like your light is shifting from dark to light, and it's just, but you walk outside and it's shining and it's hot, and like the trees and the wind is blowing, and it's just like, yes, it sounds super corny, but it's so true. And it has helped me so much. Like getting to be able to walk around in a campus like this has like just made me cherish so many small things that I never saw before. And now I can like find everywhere I go. And because they're everywhere you'll ever be. Like the small things are everywhere, you just have to look for them. And before I got here, I didn't know what to look for. And now that I'm here, like I understand exactly what it's like to see the most gorgeous flowers and just stare at them and take pictures and like be with them for like 5 minutes. And you don't even realize that that has made you happier. That has been like a positive in your day, and sometimes that's all you need. And so, yes, I've had a lot get me through this past year, and I didn't think ending this season of the podcast without bringing those people up, because like in my first episode, I mentioned a lot of what I had gone through to get here, and now I wanted to talk about how I got here and how it's ended now. And I think like those 10 months have given me so much in life and given me so much strength and have changed me in so many positive ways that I am going to be and continue to learn from the people I love. And there are so many other people that I didn't even mention and things that I can't even talk about because it would take forever. But I feel like it's so important at times to stop and thank and be grateful for the people that helped you get you to where you are now, because these past 10 months would not have been the same without those things that I mentioned. Without the people, the place, like none of that would have been possible. And I'm so grateful to be able to sit here and say that like I have made it because of my personal strength, but also because of the strength I was given from the people around me and from the people I love. And I think that there's nothing as special as that, and there's nothing as important or powerful as recognizing that yes, you made it, but you now have such a big village that you collected on the way. And I think that without your hardship, you never would have had that village. And I think that that's amazing, and it's so important to realize, because you never know who you're going to lose, or the people that are going to come and go or aren't meant to be in your life for your whole book, but maybe just for a chapter or two, but to cherish them while they're there, like that's so important. And I think to say that like I would want to be anywhere else would be a lie, because yes, I went through a lot and I never want to go back to the point I wasn't in my life. But I have gained so much in this past 10 months, in this past year. Like, I have gained so much, and I can't even explain the amount of like pride and gratefulness I place in all those people, and I place in my heart now that I get to walk out of here as a sophomore. And the next time I talk to you guys, I'll be a sophomore. And I think that next year is gonna hold its own type of hardships, and I'm gonna learn so much more, and I'm gonna probably gain a couple more people into my village, and I'm gonna talk about them, and so much can change in a year. So much can change, and you can gain so much. And I just hope, and I'm proud of every single person that's listening that also accomplished something big this year or is about to accomplish something big. And for the people that are scared to take the next step, like, I promise you, it seems like a big step, but in reality, it's so small compared to the rest of your life. And it's so small because it's not everything. It's not that deep. Like, it's not who you love. It's not what you want to do with the rest of your life. It's just one step. And if you can make it smaller, it makes it easier. And so I just want to encourage everyone to understand that it's going to be okay, and that you're going to gain so much from whatever journey you're about to lead or whatever journey you've just ended. And I just want to say that I thank you for listening, and I thank you for continuing to support me. And I just want to say that it's going to be a long next 3 years of college, but I'm happy that I get to do it with the people I love, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And so that concludes my freshman year of Beyond the Net, and I'm so excited to start my sophomore year with you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next year or sophomore year.